Coach, coming off an emotional and physical one last night, how much is the message to emphasize of just making sure to finish out this regular season strong in Norman?
Yeah, I mean that's always the focus is the next game. We have a reset at midnight and just focus on, if what we did yesterday still looks big to us, we hadn't done anything. And I think that you have to have short-term memory in this league, because if not, it'll catch up with you, whether it's a positive experience or, something didn't go your way. So our team has, been through these things before, and we just have to focus on the next game because that's all that's within our control.
Coach, Oklahoma Center, Reagan Beers will present the challenge in the paint. I want to ask what's going to be the key to like potentially slowing her down in this matchup.
Yeah, she had 16 points in 16 minutes last night. She's averaging 21 minutes a game. Obviously, it's comes down to, points in the paint and transition points. I mean, it's not just about her. I mean, they do a really great job of having balanced scoring. They play a lot of people. So it's points in the paint, whether that's to her off transition. We've got to do a really good job of playing great team defense against her and really do a good job of shutting everybody down around her. When you go on the road in this league, you got to pack your defense and you got to rebound. So I think those two things are going to be so critical to our success. We've got to defend the paint, and then we've got to make sure that we take it from there and transition and not give any open threes.
Yeah, Coach, this team obviously is known as a great three-point shooting team. The last couple games, it hasn't just been that's elevated to success. It's been success mid-range, success getting to the basket. I want to ask, how much it just helps matchups when you have a team like this that can just score all three levels so effectively, kind of like what we saw last night.
We try to spend a lot of time in player development. When they take away your first option, and they take away the catch and shoot, it's about, your counter move. And if that's the 1-2 dribble pull up, if that's getting to the rim, we obviously want to get to the rim. We obviously want to shoot threes. Those are our priorities. But I love the development that we do every day. And I'm not just from on the court, but in the film room. And it's what the defense takes away. We have a counter. And, Aaliyah and Essay, Zay, they bring a lot of experience. And anytime that you can do a really good job with your decision making on how you're being guarded, whether that's trailed, where they're going under, over, the better screen I sent, the more open I'm going to be, my change of pace. So I think there are a lot of things that go into it. And just credit our kids. I mean, they continue to, be aggressive and take what the defense gives them.
We'll do a last couple.
Coach, you touched on it last night, but I want you to talk about the fan atmosphere in Coleman Coliseum last night and what that was like.
It was incredible. We just appreciate everybody that came out for a late tip time. And, we're trying to do our very best here down the stretch to, possibly get that fourth seed in the NCAA tournament so we can play again here in Coleman. And what I love about that is I thought our fans, they made a statement. We'll show up. If we've got first and second rounds in Tuscaloosa, we're going to show up and support this team. So really appreciate our fans all year long. And it was a great home court advantage last night. Coleman is just so big. I mean, that's 16,000. And, what our fans have done though, to create in such a big environment, it was a really amazing experience last night. It really fueled our kids down the stretch, when our big two fouls out and then, the fans got behind. It was just, they helped us make a lot of plays and we really appreciate their support.
And Coach, you mentioned you guys are in a good position to host right now, but it's not over yet, obviously. I want to ask how important it's just to tune out all that external stuff and just make sure to focus on this last game and then focus on SEC tournaments.
Yeah, I think that, this team understands I mean, we talk a lot about Alabama because the coach Saban would always say rat poison. You can't just get caught up in reading the positive or negative. I mean, it's about we be where our feet are. We control what we can control. That's our energy, our effort, our preparation. And it's exciting. You do want the kids to understand, a lot of folks are proud of them, but you got to have short-term memory and you can't get caught up in all the external factors.